Now, some have called it a fuel price horror. This as the price of petrol may nudge 25 rand a litre. That's if government does not extend the fuel levy subsidy for motorists and commuters. Some economists warn that the rise in fuel prices may be followed by an increase in the consumer price index. This would make it harder for consumers to pay off home loans, vehicle and credit card debts. Now, the African First Movement is aligning with people against petrol price increase to embark on a nationwide protest to stop government from imposing fuel price increases. Joining us to explain their plan of action is Africa People First President Muzi Hlengwa. Very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. Some have said that South Africa has run out of time as it faces this 25-litre petrol hike next week. What are your remarks?
Good evening to you and good evening to the viewers at home.
25
as the African People First, we have taken a decision to join the people against petrol price increase to try and fight this unnecessary and horrific petrol price increase. You will note that if petrol should increase, everything else will increase, including food. And this will hit hard on the poorest of the poor, majority of them which are African people living in shacks. So we can't allow the government to just come up and increase prices like this. Look, there's a way that the government can assist and try and curb the pricing by extending the petrol levy as they've done before. They should extend this rebate by 3 months. This is what we are asking.
In extending the rebate by 3 months, we know that the deadline is the 31st of May. I know that several civil organizations have written to, including OUTA, writing to President Cyril Ramaphosa asking for that extension. We're yet to hear a response. What plan of action do you have when it comes to the increase of 25 rand per litre from the 1st of June?
Look, we always like to have negotiations with the government. We always like to have nice talks, you know, but should they not respond to our call, we'll be left with no option but to bring this country to a standstill. As of Monday, we will ask or request South Africans to switch off their cars wherever they are and stop for an hour. We will be doing this every day until the government responds to our call.
Now, when it comes to the extension that we were speaking to, we know that civil or society group OUTA has also spoken and written to the finance minister saying that R1.50 per litre makes a big difference on the general fuel levy, and they want it to go beyond the 31st of May. How much of a difference do you think that levy will have if the calls and the cries by South Africans for this 25 rand a litre petrol hike are ignored? How much will that rebate have an impact on the day-to-day lives of consumers and motorists?
It will have a huge impact. Look, as the country, we just came out of the lockdown where we have lost a lot of jobs, and after that, there was a looting, and again, businesses were hurt. In fact, when businesses are being hurt, ordinary people, workers, will lose work. And we also had a very catastrophic event here in KZN where a lot of people had died, and a lot of businesses were affected through that part. And people are still trying to recover from that. Now, if the government is increasing the petrol price like this, it's not going to be doing us any favor as South Africans. If they can extend this rebate, they'll be saving us 150 rand per litre, which will go a long mileage for us as ordinary people. At the end of the day, petrol is what will determine whether this country's economy can recover or not. We are selling petrol to neighboring countries, which includes Botswana, where they are selling petrol at 18 rands, but they're buying it from us. Why can't we try and reduce the petrol levies as the other countries have done? Look, India has recently cut off their levy, and they've decided to buy petrol from Russia, direct from Russia, and they're paying through their own currency. We can also emulate what India is doing, buy straight from Russia, cut off these heavy levies on our people.
In fact, earlier on, Mr. Hlengwa, you made mention of the ripple effect on how the petrol price increase now touches on the food basket. And today marks World Hunger Day, and a study has shown that more than 6 million of South Africa's population is hungry and food insecure, which speaks to the very problem that you're raising. So when it comes to the logistics, I mean, and the deadlines that you're setting, as you say that protests and bringing the country to a standstill may seemingly be one of the ways to stop this happening. So talk to us now about what you've planned, what timelines you've set.
Look, the recent 22 million flag saga has proven to us as the country that when we come together and fight these unnecessary and stupid actions of our government, in fact, indeed, we can bring about change. So we are making a call to all South Africans to join us as of Monday to ensure that nothing is moving up until we get what we are asking for. We are not asking for much. We are just asking for a government to extend the rebate by 3 months while they are trying to sort their houses out. In fact, when you look at the pricing of petrol, the government is making almost 150% profits on these levies that they are imposing on us. Should they reduce these levies, we will be saving almost 33% from what we are paying now. So we are making a call to all South Africans, as you've just mentioned, that more than 6 million people are hungry in South Africa. I'm telling you now, should we are unable to stop the government from increasing petrol, more than that will go hungry. In fact, we'll triple the number from 6 million that we are having now to 18 million, where we will be seeing people dying of hunger as we are seeing it happening to other African countries who are not governed very well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time explaining their action there. Africa People First President Muzi Hlengwa saying that all government needs to do is to extend the rebates by 3 months as a temporary intervention.